According to the theory, Rolf came first in the 1900s. His family had moved to Peach Creek in order to establish a farm on its land. Rolf died in 1903 when his family's farm animals stampeded and trampled him. This was the supposed reason as to why he only has one cow, one goat, a few pigs, and a few chickens, not enough animals to cause a fatal stampede, in the afterlife. Johnny 2x4 came next to the cul-de-sac, not too long after Rolf's death. Having no friends, Johnny took a marker and drew a face on a piece of wood and dubbed it Plank. He died in 1922 after fighting a long battle with tuberculosis. He took his friend Plank with him in the afterlife, since he was the last thing that he saw in life before he died. Eddie came next. He was born in New York, but eventually moved to Peach Creek during the Great Depression era. Always trying to get a quick buck, he always set up scams to get money from the cul-de-sac kids, but the kids never knew Eddie didn't have a proper father figure, since his real father abandoned him and his mother shortly after he was born. With this came the big bro he adored and idolized so very much. After one of his scams went awry, Eddie was chased by the swindled children of the cul-de-sac and ran to the lake and jumped into it. Eddie entered Johnny in the lake, and he soon joined the other dead children in the afterlife. Although he's no longer alive, Eddie still tried to chase after the almighty dollar by continuing his swindling nature in the afterlife. Ed and Sarah were the next to arrive to the cul-de-sac. Their father had died fighting in World War II, and as a result, their mother became distant and disconnected. To try and compensate, Sarah developed her bossy attitude, trying to fill the role that their mother and father used to fill, where their father died and their mother stopped caring. Ed, however, shut the world out and delved into the fantasy world of comic books and monster movies in order to escape his unhappy life. They both died in a freak car accident in 1953, thus joining the past kids in death. Naz was born in the 1960s era to hippie parents, described as a flower child. She was a rather flirtatious young girl who would always act that way toward the male children of the neighborhood. In the summer of '79, a serial killer escaped from a local asylum, made his way into her house, and raped and murdered her along with her entire family. Double D was born in the 80s time period, which is around the time that technology is advancing, and was raised by a very strict and controlling parents, who pushed him to both succeed academically and to perfectly cleanly and neat. He is believed to have died as a result of a gas leak causing an explosion with the Bunsen burner from his chemistry set. Kevin was born the day Double D died. He was born to a broken-down house, and he also had an abusive father who was poorly educated, and his mother had passed away when he was a year old. Because of his situation at home, Kevin would act his frustration out on the other children of the cul-de-sac, becoming a bully as a result to cope with his pain. One night in the winter of '99, his father fatally beat him in a fit of drunken rage, and he died while he was on his way to the hospital. His father was then convicted of his murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison. When Kevin entered the afterlife, he reimagined his father as loving, and that he would shower him in gifts. He still kept his bullying ways in the afterlife, however. Jimmy was the last child to enter the cul-de-sac. He was born in the 2000s and was diagnosed with leukemia. He was never associated himself in the other cul-de-sac children because his parents believed he was too frail to be around the other kids, and he remained bedridden for the remainder of his life because of this fact. After fighting a long, difficult battle with his leukemia, Jimmy eventually succumbed to his illness, and soon the cul-de-sac purgatory was complete. The Cankers were different from the other neighborhood children. It is believed that they are actually demons that were sent to the cul-de-sac to torment the souls of the remaining children who didn't cross out over to heaven. The Cankers are the only characters with normal colored tongues, which would seem to indicate that they are not dead, and that therefore they must be something different. Surprisingly, the Cankers are attracted to the Eds for unknown reasons. However, one common guess is that they are the weakest-willed children of the cul-de-sac, or because they each symbolize a deadly sin. Sorry for the interruptions, because people are being very noisy, and that's the Ed, and Eddie Purgatory theory. Thank you.